Hi, so I'm popping in here to simply remind you that the communication here is and will always be a two-way street. And let me elaborate on that. So I begin that communication pathway for you by inserting necessary exercises for you to complete on a given day and in a given week. Now comes your part. Yes, you're, I hope, doing the exercises, but as far as the communication component goes, you are also hopefully utilizing the comment boxes that are attached to each individual exercise themselves when necessary, when applicable. Those spaces are not only reserved for you to insert videos of you doing the exercises. I cannot tell you how useful that is for me on my end as the trainer to see how things are going. This insight allows me to either progress you through reps, progress you through higher loads and weights and resistance, to potentially pivot altogether and decide, we need to deviate this way a little bit. To help coach you better, to see your form and to see where are the weak links here, how can this be better optimized, and so on and so forth. That's valuable. But that comment box is also useful for you to add anything in that you really want, that you're experiencing on your end, whether that be, I'm feeling a ton of pain in this region when I do this exercise. Why is that? Is that normal? I can't tell you how many times I've elaborated deeper onto just that alone, but also the fact of getting out of it what we want, and so on and so forth. So that's for you. In addition, and again, another opportunity to fulfill my end of that communication pathway. Again, two ways, right? Next. That would be appropriately marking off the exercises you did complete through all routines and marking as complete at the end. So if you're done checking off the ones that you did, let's say you left one undone, still mark that workout as complete while leaving that one red X on the one you didn't do. You're welcome to elaborate on your own, but if you don't, I will reach out or comment on that routine and say, hey, did you just forget to check this off? Or did you run out of time? Did the exercise feel weird or strange in your body? So that way, again, just as if I were there in person, I would know as much as possible. I'm going to be best utilized by you if I have more info. And then that is going to ultimately depend on what information I am given and what information is lacking. Next, your tailored weekly check-ins. I know at times it seems like these can be redundant. Why keep inputting this? But I can assure you that if you put it in, it is getting seen. And if it is getting seen, it is being utilized even in ways that you may not be aware of from my end, from my perspective, to better guide and direct and assist you in this process, in this journey. If we're not doing those check-ins, I can't put it any other way other than whatever I'm giving you will ultimately lead to being a stab in the dark. And how useless is that, right? So that's where you come in so that I can then come in again on my end for the upcoming week. I do these on a week-to-week basis. That way they resemble the personal training that I'm used to giving, that I'm used to being a part of, and all of the value that comes from that degree of being in the know on my end, communicating well on your end, and that cycle continues on. And I hope that I've been able to elaborately just paint a vivid picture as to how important both of our roles are in this process overall. You have a role to play, and the more you play that role, the more you are going to benefit. You are going to come out on top. You are going to thrive. And the clients that I have that communicate a lot are the ones that see the success. It not only reveals that they are fully invested in the process, but it also allows me to follow through and coach and guide them as an individual better. And that's what we're here for.